Hi everyone, Brian McManus Real Estate Update Week 19, and we are flying along. I'll just give you a quick update on our auctions. Obviously 30 May is our next one, 27 June, 25 July and 29 August. So they are our next auctions. If you're looking at getting your property on the market, getting it sold and getting it settled, they are the days. So why auction? Obviously a buyer to bid must be cash unconditional and pay their 10% deposit, of course. That's probably about 5% of the 100% of why you do it. It gives everybody a structure. Firstly, we have the contract, we have the accounts in place, all the preparation's done for the buyer. So a lot of the time in a general listing that isn't done, and you're going backwards and forwards trying to get information. We have it all ready right from day one. All the compliances, all your risk, your chemical registers, and so forth. So that aids probably about 80% of the deals going through by giving them all the information right up front. They can go away and do their figures. They can go away, talk to their accountant, their solicitor, counsel, all those sorts of things, and then they come to auction day and they're ready to bid. So it really eliminates a lot of the toing and froing. It eliminates a buyer dragging you around for 6, 12, 24 months. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt, as a buyer, which I've just been, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful exercise, when it's not done, when the contract's not right, when the difference in a residential agent and a commercial agent, all those sorts of things come into consideration. So let's look at that as well. Finance at the moment, there's mainly second tier finance available in the short term, whilst you get 6 months trading figures, and then you can refinance. So we're finding that's a really good avenue of purchasing. Also, I think I've been on this for about 24 months, but having your accounts in order, and I probably have to clarify that. Some accountants try and think their job is for you to pay no tax, therefore showing no profit. That's not really inducive in selling your property. So ideally, banking all your cash, paying yourselves a wage, paying tax on that, paying super, so that someone fresh to the industry understands. You might understand why you don't do it, but they don't understand that that's even possible, especially middle managers coming out between the ages of 40 and 50. They don't understand that you get away with it. So what I'd be doing 2 years out from selling, putting everything through, and also even your wages. If you're paying somebody on a Saturday night in a pub, or you're paying cleaners cash, you have to put it through the books. It's really important that you do that. So if you want to maximize your sale price, otherwise just that situation of hiding money will cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in your sale price. I can't change that, because the buyer's accountants are going to look at the business and wonder where the money's going from. Even when I show them your purchases, we had an instance recently where 10 to 12 kegs a week, but, and of course it comes back to all the hotel brokers. 4 of those kegs were being sold direct to the public. So he wasn't actually turning over 10 kegs, he was really only turning over 4. So once again, you just can't hide it. Fix the sale price. So moving right along, it's up to you to get those things in order. We need the solicitor on board. We need the business and contract, two contracts ready to go. We need you to work out what the split is, so that when I get to auction date, it's clear in my mind. I'm selling it for $1 million. I'm selling it for $10 million, and what the split is. I don't want to be umming and ahhing day before the auction and then finally get an email saying it's a 70-30 or 80-20. I've got too much going on to just have it then. We've got to have it right at the start, so everybody's on the same page. Buyers are out there. We had 128,000 views, Google alone, so that was last week. I'll put that out this week as well. Getting a massive amount of viewing, massive. So the word's getting out there, and that's the key to my marketing, is that I'm attracting a new market to a new buyer to the market. I'm not relying on the old buyers that are below the market value. So I think that's indicative. We're getting a lot more viewings, but we have to do that to just get the 2 or 3 inquiries. And I think we've actually done away with that budget marketing campaign. We're back to standard marketing campaigns, and that's important. That as a market tightens up, you've got to do more. You can't do less. And if you want to sell $1 million property or a $500,000 property, you can't do it on a marketing campaign that I sold in 1986 for a house worth $50,000. So, in saying that, banners working really good. Google marketing, YouTube videos working good, and videos being transferred onto the different platforms, driving it back. So we're really happy with all that sort of activity. And the buyers, once we get them into the system, are quite happy to go through our system. So that's really good as well. So long and the short, the auctions are still working. We're still getting the auction marketing is a major key to auction, to taking a property to auction, and we're getting the views. Then the figures and the property have to present the 3 P's: position, presentation, and price. You know, we've got to be in the right price range. The market dropped dramatically 60 days ago, about 25 to 30% in most cases. So it's now leveled off, so we've got to readjust if you haven't readjusted your expectation. And really it was paper money anyway. You know, it was an expectation that wasn't based on the real market, which is the buyer. So anyway, let's get into the market. Okay, we've got those 4 auctions: 30 May, 27 June, 25 July and 29 August. They're there for you to not test the market, but to market your property, sell it and settle in 30 days and move on with your lives. You know, if you've been in the market and in the hospitality industry for a number of years, time to get out, move on. Don't have a listing on the market for 2 years. That's ridiculous. You're not going to get any more money holding out for 2 years. So get it on. Let's get the buyers, the cash buyers involved. Get it sold so that you can move on with your life. Have a wonderful week 19, everybody. We are on the road. we've been on the road since our big road trip over a month ago now. We've got $80 million worth of property we're currently appraising, bringing to the market over the next 6 months. We've also got 2 specials, which is 2 resorts at over $200 million. So lots happening out there. You do have to be in the market to sell though. Love to hear from you. Brian at brianmcmanusrealestate.com, 040 297 0217, and just be patient. We are in and out. Yesterday, shocking, in and out of area. Halfway through a conversation, dead. So we are in and out of the coverage. So yeah, be patient. Leave a message. Text a message is the best, and email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful week.